today we are going to be doing another flow sequence, and this time we're going to be doing sun salutations series C. And I'm also going to be showing you modifications with 2 blocks. I think one of the most challenging parts of doing flows in general is the part where you want to bring your back foot from like a downward dog into a lunge, and that's what we're going to be doing today. And having blocks can add more height and just help it be a little bit more easeful. Just have a little bit more. And so I'm going to show you how to do it, the series, and then I'm going to show you how to try it out with blocks, which can be some really useful way of experiencing the flow with blocks. Blocks are useful is basically what I'm saying. So we're going to go ahead and find a comfortable seat to start. Find a tall spine. Bring your shoulders down away from your ears. And take a moment to notice your breath. Beginning to find your natural inhale and exhale here. Try to even out the length of your inhale and exhale. You can do this with your eyes closed or with your gaze soft. And really letting your breath be what is grounding you, what's anchoring you. Take 3 more rounds of breath here. And then if your eyes are closed, you can open your eyes. We're going to go ahead and start by inhaling both arms up overhead, bringing the hands together, and exhale, bringing the hands to the heart. Inhale, reach up, find length, and exhale, release. 2 more times here. Now we're going to go ahead and press the hands into each other. Feel a little bit of tension here. The arms. And then release. So we'll go ahead and come into our table. And find some rounds of cat and cow. Inhale, drop belly with gaze. Exhale, round back, drop head. Feel into your spine. Feel into your mid and upper back region here. Let's just do 1 more round. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and bring our right foot out in front. So we're going to come into a low lunge. I'm going to have my foot out towards the edge of my mat, and then I'm just going to do some hip circles. A little bit of movement here for the hips. Go ahead and reverse the circles. So I'm doing 10 total. I'm doing one direction about 5 circles, and then I'm just doing the other direction for another 5. You can always do more if you'd like. I'm going to go ahead and switch out to my sides. Left foot towards the front of the mat. Take my foot out towards the edge. Once again, circling here. And then reversing. And then I'm going to come back into table. I'm going to do a little bit of a stretch for my shoulders here. The left hand comes towards the ceiling. I'm going to thread the needle, bring my head down to the mat. This hand can come towards the back or towards the front of the mat. And I have this block here conveniently. This can actually also help give more of a stretch in the shoulder here and kind of the area underneath the arm. On the other side of the shoulder, like where the armpit is. So that can be an extra nice stretch if you happen to also have a block in front of you. Go ahead and come back to center. We'll do the other side. This hand comes up, thread the needle. Hand can be here or here in front. I think this time I'm going to try it here. I'm going to go ahead and find my way back into table. Okay, so I'm going to play with warming up my core now before I go any further. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure my fingers are spread nice and wide and press down into my knuckles and the pads of my fingertips. I'm going to tuck my toes with my knees 2 or 3 inches from the mat. And I'm going to lower down. I'm just hovering and then bring it back up. And just do this again 3 more times. And this time I'm going to come back into downward facing dog. So my hips are up towards the sky. I'm finding a nice long spine so that my heart, I'm trying to take my heart towards my thighs. I'm trying to think about taking my thighs towards the wall behind me. I'm going to put out the feet, bending one knee, straightening the other. All right. I'm going to find a still downward facing dog here. Nice place to be, just to stretch out in the legs and breathe. And look up towards the front of my mat. I'm going to step up, so I'm going to forward fold. And if you have blocks with you, you can place your hands on top of the blocks. It's a nice place to be. Inhale to a halfway lift. Blocks can also help with that. Exhale back down. Inhale, press into the feet, come into standing. And exhale, hands at the heart. So the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to do a half salutations, just like what we did. And I'm going to go ahead and use the blocks, but you're free to not use the blocks. When you come into a halfway lift, you can just make sure to have your hands somewhere on your legs and just find that tall spine where you're really dropping chest between shoulders so that your spine is nice and long and not rounded. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, stand. Exhale, hands at heart. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, down. Inhale, stand. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, down. Inhale, stand. Exhale, hands at the heart. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do Series C of the sun salutations of the flow. And I'm going to do it without any props first. So I'm going to move this to the side. And do this without any props first. And then I'll get back to them so then you can see the variations. So I'm going to start in your mountain pose. Feet about hip width apart. Bottom toes pointing forward. You can lift your toes, spread them wide, take them back down. Really be rooted down to your feet. Be tall through the spine, shoulders down away from ears. Find some engagement in the legs to make sure your legs are awake. You can think of hugging the inner midline here. So imagine that you're holding a block between the thighs. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, down. And take the right foot back, drop the knee. And inhale, both arms up. Little lunge. Exhale, bring the hands down. Come back into a plank or a modified plank. Keep your elbows in nice and close as you bend for a chaturanga. Inhale into a cobra. Exhale back into downward facing dog. And then I'm going to look at the front of the mat. You're going to bring your right leg up and bring your right foot between the hands. Drop the back knee, reaching up, low lunge. Exhale, find your way into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand. And exhale, hands at the heart. So, that is how you do the salutation series C. And I'm going to go ahead and try that out with the blocks now. And we'll do it a few more rounds. And then we'll come back onto the mat to stretch out some stuff. So if you're going to use a block, I recommend it to be on the low level. I think that would just be the easiest place to be. So once again, standing up in your mountain. Nice and tall here. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift here. Exhale. This time we're going to bring right foot back, drop knee. Inhale, low lunge. So when you're low lunge, you want to make sure that your ankle is above your knee and not like this. I'm going to come down, find your plank or your modified plank. No matter where you are in your plank, it's fine. Even with the hands on block, you're just going to come down to your chaturanga. Inhale up into a cobra. And then exhale back into a downward facing dog. Now this is where the blocks can be really cool and useful. You find that three-legged dog with the right leg up. And then bring your foot between the hands. See, it's a lot easier to do. It's a lot more easeful when you have the block. Drop the back knee. Inhale up. Again, I'm making sure that my knee is just above my ankle. When you look down, you should be able to see your big toe. That's kind of how you know. And bring your hands down. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, stand. And exhale, hands at heart. So I'm going to go ahead and do that one more time with the blocks. And then I'll do a variation again without the block. So, mountain pose. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, down. Come back with the right foot. Drop the knee. Inhale, low lunge. Technically, you could also do this in a high lunge if you'd like to. Bring your hands down. Plank or modified plank. Chaturanga. Inhale to your cobra. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Three-legged dog. Right foot comes in between. Drop the back knee. Inhale, low lunge. Come down. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, stand. And exhale, hands at the heart. Simple. So I'm going to go ahead and do that without the blocks once again. And I'm going to go ahead and also just go to this other side of my mat. So from here, inhale up, exhale, fold, inhale halfway, exhale down, plant the hands, the right foot comes back, and drop knee. Bring yourself down, come back into a plank or a modified plank. Elbows in nice and close for chaturanga. Inhale into a cobra. Exhale back into downward facing dog. This time right foot comes up. Come forward. Drop the knee. Inhale. Bring the hands down. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale down. Inhale, stand. And exhale, hands at the heart. So, that is how you do Sun Salutation Series C. Feel free to take that as many rounds as you want, like all flows. It is meant to be energizing, but especially when you do it with a low lunge, that could just help it be a little bit more grounding. If you do it with a high lunge, where you step your foot back and then just reach your arms up, if you did that, right, you just did this is going to ask for a lot more from you, and it's going to be more heating, and so it's up to you if you'd like to kind of practice it that way. And another thing about it is that there's a lot of different flows and variations, and so even though I'm saying this is C, there's probably the whole alphabet if you look for it online, and there's different lineages and different traditions that do different styles and have their own ways of practicing a flow. There's one variation that is a little bit more cooling of a sun salutation that sometimes people consider it a moon salutation, although moon salutations is also its own category and its own kind of practice, where it's similar to what I just did, but you come back and instead of doing the plank and coming down and all that, you do a variation of a child's pose and you flow with that. So there's just different ways to practice, but that is one way to do this particular variation that I think can be a little bit more grounding, and it also feels good in the hips and the legs to be doing that low lunge. So now that we practiced that, and now that you know that, we're going to do a few poses on the mat. So we're going to first come down and have a seat, and if you like to have your blocks with you, they might be helpful. We're going to come into a wide forward fold. I'm going to take the legs out long. Spine is tall, and then you can go ahead and walk yourself forward, and you can use the blocks at whatever level is going to serve you the most, whether it's high, medium, or low. So for me, it depends on the day. I think right now I can do this medium level, but there are definitely days where I feel like I can just come onto the floor on my forearms, done block, and there are days where I'm like, I need to be up here, and it needs to be up close. So just take a few rounds of breath here. Go ahead and come back upright. We'll come into a butterfly. So gently bringing the knees together. Bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees come apart. Blocks are also useful here if you are someone who sits like this in butterfly, where your hips are just not as open. You can bring blocks underneath knees, and that can just be a lot more easeful and nice. You can also pull forward a bit. That feels good as well. Blocks are especially useful for the types of yoga styles where you are wanting to stay in longer. Just really help with that for support. So I always really like using blocks as a prop. And even when it's not doing the types of yoga styles like Hien, where you hold it longer, I like to have it because it just gives you more height and sometimes brings more ease, such as when you're doing a downward facing dog and you're stepping your back foot into that high lunge, or low lunge, into a lunge. Go ahead and come up, gently closing the knees together. We're going to use our blocks to come down onto our backs now. And we're going to take the block first to be used for bridging. So it can be really nice. So we're going to start for support. So we're going to start with block between the thighs. Feet hip width apart, 10 toes pointing forward, arms to start by your side. On an inhale, lift your hips up. And when you have the block, you're forced to hug the inner midline. Because sometimes what happens without a block is that the knees kind of want to come out a little bit. And so having a block between the thighs helps your body, your knees stay put nice and close here. And you can go ahead and release. Another nice way to practice on the back with the block is to lift the hips and place the block sacrum. Should be a sweet spot between where your low back and your buttocks meet that it shouldn't hurt. And this is on the low end. You can also place it on the medium height. And so this can be a nice supported bridge pose for when you want to stay for a long time. Another thing you can do is do a supported shoulder stand with one leg, two legs up, be here or here. And this can also be a really nice pose to do. And it can be more gentle on your neck and your back versus doing a full-on shoulder stand. So this supported shoulder stand variation I find could be really nice as well. So yeah, those are some ways to practice with the block, and also how to practice sun salutations series C. I hope you got something from it. As always, you can practice it as much as you'd like, and you can modify it in other ways. Thank you for practicing with me, and I will be back with more yoga sequences.